Welcome to Lost in English， 这句英文跟你想的不一样。我们用轻松的聊天方式，陪你一起学会生活中最常见的英文片语及惯用法。I'm Shirley
And I'm Jena。
今天我们要介绍的片语是 look up to。虽然字面上有往上看的意思，但是在对话当中，它其实有一个跟人与人之间关系的抽象用法哦。所以我们先来听听一段对话，看看你能不能猜出这个片语的真正意思。
Who is your biggest role model?
Definitely my dad. I really look up to him because he works so hard for our family.
That's awesome. It's great to have someone like that to look up to.
Yeah, he makes me proud.
So what does look up to mean here, Jena?
Look up to means to admire or respect someone.
这个片语当中的 look 本身有看的意思，而介系词 up 有向上的意思。所以当我们说 look up to 后面接某个人，就像是某个人在你心中非常有地位，非常优秀，所以你必须要仰望着看着他的感觉，所以就可以翻成中文常说的仰慕啊、崇拜啊、尊敬，像这样的意思咯。
So, Jena, I know you've taught English in the US and also in Taiwan.
Yes.
Do you feel like students in Taiwan look up to you more than students in the US?
Yes. And honestly, I miss it.
Oh, you missed it. How so?
It's just so different being in the classroom, like between the two countries. I will never forget the first time my students in Taiwan stood up to greet me when I came into the classroom. That does not happen here.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, we've taught to do that in school for pretty much every class.
Mhm.
And if you don't, well, you might get yelled at.
Yeah, it was really weird the first time it happened. And honestly, I thought I had done something wrong or I had messed up somehow.
Oh, no. How did you react the first time you saw your students doing that?
Well, I kind of stared at them and just said, "Hey," and I waved at them.
What?
Okay. Yeah. It was a room of 20 students in unison saying, "Good morning, teacher Jena," and then me going, "Hey."
That is so cute. You replied to them like a friend.
Because we don't do that here.
So, do the students greet you when you walk into the classrooms in the US?
They don't. It's not expected that they do, but if it does happen, it's very, very informal. It's usually more like, "Oh, hi, Miss T," or "Hey, Miss T."
Your reaction in class was totally normal in Taiwan, so I don't blame you at all.
Thank you.
在我们讨论下个主题前，想在这边提醒一下大家，如果觉得语速太快或者是太慢，记得可以随时在 Apple Podcast 或是 Spotify 的播放界面调整你想要的语速哦。那我们就回到今天的主题咯。
Okay, so do people call you teacher at school there, by the way?
In Taiwan, yes. In the US, no. Here, it's always Miss or Mr. and then your last name.
Oh yeah, that's what I've seen on TV shows and in movies. Did it ever feel weird being called teacher all the time in Taiwan?
Oh, 100%. And not just by my students, but by people in town too.
In town? What do you mean? You mean that even people around the neighborhood, like your neighbors or store owners in Taiwan, call you teacher too?
Yeah. Okay, so it wasn't hard to tell that I was a foreigner in the town that I lived in. So when I went to stores, like especially stores I went to regularly, they just called me teacher. I assumed it was just because I was a foreigner and they didn't know what to call me.
Well, that almost makes it seem like you don't even have a real name.
No, I do not. I am only 老师. I am only 老师. teacher is more like a title than a name. You actually call your teacher in the US though. So like it's a little different in that way. What about you? What do you prefer for your students to call you?
I only teach adults, so I definitely prefer using my English name, but I think students are not really used to that, honestly.
Taiwanese, right?
Yeah. Honestly, though, even though I still prefer being called by my English name instead of teacher, I like to be more like friends with my students.
Yeah, I can see that. Like, it's not what adults normally call their teachers here.
Do people call their professors professor in the US, by the way?
Yes, they do. It's usually Professor so-and-so, or it's just their first name if they prefer that.
Right, I do notice that.
Yeah, I think it's very confusing, and I'm from here. So I can only imagine for someone who's not originally from here and not familiar with it.
Yes, I was so confused. I had no idea what to call them, so I just copy whatever my American classmates called them.
But you've experienced both, right? In America and Taiwan?
Yeah, I really noticed like a lot of differences between the two. And one funny story is when I got into a school in the US for my master's degree, my parents asked if I needed to bring anything for my professors. And then
bring anything. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm listening.
I didn't get what he meant at first.
I don't either.
I was like, what do you mean? And my dad said, like for your teachers or professors, so you can graduate easily. I was like, no, Dad, I don't think people do that in the US. That's called bribing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it sounds like I couldn't even graduate on my own or something. That is so rude.
Oh no. Yeah, we definitely don't we don't do that.
Yeah. I know that in Taiwan, parents prepare gifts for teachers, especially during holidays, to thank them for taking care of their children.
Yeah, you know what? Now that I think about it, I did get a few gifts from my students that were from my students who weren't doing so well in English class.
I can imagine that. Do parents give gifts often to teachers in the US though?
I'll be honest, there are certain times when it's okay to give your child's teacher a gift, like before Christmas break, before summer break, or on Teacher Appreciation Day. Not as often as people do in Taiwan, but we still do it.
Right. All my American teachers in Taiwan used to tell me that they were so surprised at how many gifts they got from students' parents.
Yes.
Or even from adult students.
Yeah, it's a very different way of looking up to a teacher in the US.
That's right. And that's our phrase for today. When we say we look up to someone, we mean we respect them, admire them, and even see them as a role model.
Exactly. So whether it's students standing up in a class in Taiwan or calling teachers by their last names in the US, it's just different ways people look up to their teachers.
Right. Same respect, but it can be shown very differently.
Exactly.
Thanks for listening, and we will catch you next time. Bye.
Bye.
如果你觉得今天的内容有趣而且很有帮助，也欢迎到 Instagram 搜寻输出英文，里面有更多文化的相关英文学习内容，别错过咯。那我们就下集见咯。